infrastructure like EC2, EKS, RTS, how do you ensure the infrastructure scalability and security in a multi-account AWS setup?
Okay, if we have a like your question is if we have a multiple AWS account, then how we going to manage securities? Is that your question?
Yeah, and scalability also of your infrastructure, assuming you have services like EC2, EKS, RTS.
Yeah, so in this case actually we can use there is a AWS services, AWS organization, and over there we can define security policies, what we need to like configure, like access related, if we want to to define access accordingly, like for we can define over there like roles for developer or our DevOps engineers, or so accordingly we can add roles over there. And regarding securities, so we can define policies for this account we are going to open that port, and means many things are there, so we can define using AWS organizations. And high availabilities, so high availability we can ensure that so like in one region we can add our resources, and another region high availability basically we can define using okay.
Do you want us to move on to the next question?
Just a minute, I'm thinking actually regarding high availability. So for high availability we have a disaster recovery strategy in AWS, like multi-site. So for using multi-site actually we can achieve a high availability as well.
Okay, you are saying multi-agent deployment is what you are saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what about scalability? Like if I need to scale, not just availability, I need to scale my setup, what would be my question?
So your question related to one account or like multiple accounts?
No, so this is all happening in a multi-account AWS. So you know what a multi-account is? Like if there is an organization which has multiple, like there will be a parent organization which will have multiple AWS accounts.
Yeah. So we can define high this scalability as well using this AWS organization.
How would you do that?
I have to not have just idea like how we can, but I know some features of AWS organizations. Over there we can define this scalabilities as well as security policies or whatever we need in multiple accounts.
Okay. Describe your process for managing EKS cluster, especially for tasks like say upgrade, scaling and monitoring.
Okay. Great, scaling and monitoring. Okay, so regarding EKS cluster, so regarding upgrade, so we can use we have some strategies. So during upgrade, we can use we can add a new node. So it's happened like we have 3 node in EKS cluster. One is master node, 3 is worker node, and we want to upgrade to latest version. Then we can use so to remove any down we don't want any downtime for this particular cluster, so we can add a new node over there, and one by one so first we need to upgrade our Jenkins to the EKS master node first to the latest version. Then we will use So once this master Jenkins master is upgraded to the latest, and then we will add a new node in our cluster. And so next step is to like drain the node one by one. We need to drain the node, and whatever pod we have, so those will be scheduled to the new node. So accordingly we can define tent over there, like we can do the cordon, and then there is a like multiple processes in between, but I'm just define normally how we are doing. So once the node is drained, then the pod will be going to schedule over a new node, where we already have a new version of whatever version we need of a cluster. So accordingly we will add a new node, and then we will schedule our pod over to the new node. So that's the one strategy. Another is where we have a downtime. So like first we need to
So I don't want the downtime. So that was the whole idea.
then we can use this by using a drain actually.
Okay. Walk us through the end-to-end CI/CD pipeline you implemented. You have mentioned you have used Jenkins on AWS. How you have implemented it? What challenges did you encounter, and how you solved them?
Okay, so regarding CI/CD pipeline, actually, so during writing, so we have to define a stages in a declarative pipeline, like checkout stage or deploy stage, testing stage, build stage. So accordingly, first we need to write a like checkout stage, then we will test is it working fine, and accordingly we will add new stages. Build stage. So when we are writing any pipeline, so we have to test every stages over there, so if anything goes wrong, then we will check console log and output. So in output we will find the what's the error over there, then we will work accordingly. So last time I faced there was while writing pipeline, so there was some dependencies over there, a node.js dependency which are missed in while writing pipeline. So after adding those, the pipeline works smoothly. Yeah, so that's way we can handle dependencies. So we have to check console output and full logs, then accordingly we will work.
So you have implemented zero downtime deployments in EKS. Like this is something that you have practiced at your workplace?
Yes.
What specific tools or techniques did you rely on for this?
So in EKS actually we can use a deployment strategy, basically a rolling update. Else we sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
So a rolling update, basically what it will do, it will so in strategy we have to define what percentage we like down. So basically we are mentioning there like 25%. So in that case it will remove the old pod and create a new pod, and accordingly it will accordingly it will delete all whatever old pod and create a new one. So in that case we will do a deployment with a zero downtime. And another strategy we have like a blue green deployment strategy, where we need to set up a new environment, like one is green and one is blue. So in that case, like our green is production and it is running fine, and we need to test a new version of our application, then we will test on a blue one. And once the testing is done, then we just switch. We have a services, and one is for green and one is for blue. So we just have to switch to the new services once the testing is done on a blue one. So then we will get a new version of our applications. So that's a way we can manage this downtime.
Okay. And for monitoring, what all tools have you used?
So monitoring actually, Currently, we are using Grafana and Prometheus, and previously I had worked on Nagios as well.
Metrics do you track? Sushil?
Sorry.
What specific metrics do you track?
So in Grafana, actually, we have this CPU utilization and limit, or this limit and memories. Actually, basically, these the metrics we are checking our Grafana, and yeah, mostly these are the metrics. Other than for Artifactory, we have top downloaded user who pull the most of the in Artifactory top who downloaded these images using Artifactory. So Artifactory, we have a multiple metrics who uploaded top of the user who uploaded more actually, and other things we have CPU utilization over there. So yeah.
Okay. And walk me through when you used infrastructure as code with Terraform. What did you create? What modules did you have to customize?
So we have Jenkins, and Jenkins we are managing over Jenkins we have deployed over EKS, and we are managing through Terraform actually. So there is one standard is there in Johnson and Johnson project. So where we are maintaining every module, we just have to follow the templates, and accordingly we will fetch modules, and then we will run through a Terraform, and it will create a EKS cluster for us. So we can use that module, and accordingly our requirement we can change the configurations if we need. So there is a default configuration, like 3 worker or whatever master you need. So accordingly we will change our configuration over that module, and then we will run Terraform plan apply commands.
Okay. Okay, Sushil, I'm done with my queries. I'll pass it on to my colleague Baban. Baban, you can take off.
Yeah. Hi, Sushil.
Hi Baban.
Hi. Okay, so Sushil, what kind of technology stack are you working? Like Node.js, Java, Python, PHP?
Yeah, so Python and Bash scripting mostly we are using for automated some tasks actually.
I means technology stack you deploy through.
So
Node.js,
I'm working as a DevOps engineer and working as a Jenkins administrator. So we don't need to take care of what stack, because we don't have I'm not a person which belongs to a particular team, so everything I have to take care. So we have 1500 plus project, and I'm taking care of Jenkins basically, and Kubernetes cluster over there. So whatever issues we are getting, and data to Kubernetes, Jenkins, and Artifactory. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, you also work on Node.js technology stack, right?
So yeah, previous organization I had worked over Node.js, basically where we have so build tool we have used Circle CI over there in last organization.
Explain your CI/CD pipeline step by step.
Okay. So first, we have a checkout stage where we are going to fetch our code, and then we have a build stage where we are going to build our code, and then we have a test stage we are going to test our things like the code is working properly. Then accordingly we have a release state and release, and then deploy. So we have multiple stages accordingly.
Your EKS cluster running on private subnet or public subnet?
So it's on private actually, because we have an internal network of J&J. And if
Explain
any
your continuous deployment process through Jenkins?
So deployment we are using Helm. Actually, we are using Helm for deployment purpose.
Mm-hmm. Means how to trigger your EKS cluster to deploy the new application?
Sorry, come again.
How to trigger through Jenkins to deploy the new application on EKS cluster?
Okay. So once this deployment deployment is done, then we have a chart actually where we are storing every configuration. So it will create a new chart for Helm, and then accordingly a new chart we are going to deploy over EKS cluster. Like for example, we have to upgrade a new Jenkins version, and then we will
No,
create.
I'm asking
We have.
developer work on Node.js application. Okay. So the version 2 push on the Git. Okay. After build, which repository you use? Means Docker repository.
So Docker we are using our artifact JFrog artifactory.
JFrog artifactory.
Yeah. Internally
okay.
actually we have internal.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So after push the your Docker repository, how to deploy it on EKS cluster?
Okay, once we push once we created an image, then we going to push our artifactory. Then by using Helm only, so we have a Helm chart, and where we are defining a stage to pull the code from artifactory, and then we will create a pod over EKS cluster. So everything configuration. So it's a manual process, not a pipeline. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And suppose your Node.js API runs on your private EKS clusters. So if you want to expose through the URL publicly, so how to do this? Node.js API application expose publicly through URL.
Okay. So actually, so here I'm not sure actually your organization, but we have a app dev tool here in Johnson and Johnson. So by using we can expose not have much idea, but we can use this app dev tool to expose actually here.
Okay. Are you work on RDS, AWS RDS?
So we have this RDS. Sorry. We have a DynamoDB here.
DynamoDB.
And
are you work
mostly
on
our data
database?
mostly our artifact data is in S3 bucket.
Okay. Are you work on AWS Autoscale group?
Yes, I have worked.
Okay, so in an Autoscale group of the, I'm asking this is the AWS 2-tier or 3-tier architecture. Okay, so not EKS. Okay, so in an Autoscale group of the operating system currently running on Ubuntu 20.0 version. Okay, so your project manager tells you to update Ubuntu 20 to 22 version. How to do this in the running Autoscale group?
Okay, we have an application, and we have a EC2 instance which is running on older Ubuntu version.
20 version. So you need to update to 22.
Okay. So one thing is for this we will use any Ansible tool. Another way is can we increase our auto-scaling group size? We are going to add a new node on latest Ubuntu version, and accordingly we will switch. Or we just have
how to update the operating system, and suppose your desired capacity running on 2 EC2 instance. Okay. You can increase the desired capacity 4 and after that 2. So how to update the operating system? Main question.
Okay. In that case, actually, we can create a new launch configurations, and so in launch configuration, we can add a new instances which have like latest Ubuntu operating system.
Then after
in that way, I think we can achieve this task.
Then after that, how to update in running an autoscale group?
I need to check actually this thing.
Okay. What is the difference between launch configuration and launch template?
So launch configuration and yeah, I need to check actually this one also.
Okay. No worries. Are you work on AWS application load balancer?
Yes, I had work.
Okay. In an application load balancer, how to configure the SSL certificate?
So SSL certificate, actually we first need to create a certificate in like ACM, and so I am telling you the previous organization what we have to do. So they have internal applications for SSL certificate. Then we have to create a SSL certificate. Then we have like that time we have a Terraform. So over there we just replace the certificate name over there, and then we just need to like plan and apply commands. So that's way actually.
Is there another way, like your client purchase SSL certificate from GoDaddy, and he want to use on your existing application load balancer?
Can you give me a minute? Actually, I have to switch on my fan.
No issue.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Can you repeat it again?
Suppose your client purchase SSL certificate from GoDaddy, okay, and he want to use it on existing application load balancer.
Okay. Then how we can do that? Okay. No, actually, no idea.
Suppose you launch your EC2 instance, okay, like Amazon Linux, okay, but some reason you lost the .pm file, okay. So if you lost the .pm file, so without key file, how to log in or how to recover the key file on existing EC2 instance?
So we have a multiple way to do this actually. We can use EC2 SSM, SSM manager. So by using SSM manager, we can easily connect to EC2 instance, and we just have to attach roles with that particular instances, and then it will live in our SSM manager. Over there we can connect this EC2 instance. Another way is to create a EBS snapshot of that particular EBS, like our root EBS, and create a snapshot, and then we launch a new EC2 instance, and we just have to attach that we have to create a volume from that particular snapshot which we created a previous step, and we have to attach that volumes to a new EC2 instance, and then we can find all data in our new EC2 instance. Over there we can check this key like SSH, I think in dot hidden file, hidden directory actually. So over there we can get our private key, and then we can use that private key to log into EC2 instance, which we missed. And there is, I think, one another way also. EC2, yeah, directly I think we can launch from console, AWS console.
Okay, in a case cluster, you currently use Grafana and Prometheus.
Yeah.
To monitor the pod resource utilized, right?
Yeah.
So how to monitor the pods log, like your Node.js application log generate? So how to monitor it to debug your application if there are any error?
Okay. In Grafana, I think we have a source where we can define all these things, and then we will get the logs. But deeply actually doesn't have an idea about this.
In your existing organization, how to debug log?
So so everything we have on this EKS cluster. So if anything goes wrong, like any pod restarting or anything, so simply we can check Grafana. Otherwise we have to log in EKS cluster, and accordingly we will go to that namespace. Whatever pod have issues, then we will check log like kubectl logs and the pod name, and like hyphen and jo bhi that's the namespace. Then it will show us a log, and there is an event also like kubectl describe pod event command. Over there we can check events. So accordingly we are handling these things, and Grafana mostly we are using for to check this limit and CPUs if anything goes wrong in between.
Infrastructure like EC2, EKS, RTS. How do you ensure the infrastructure scalability and security?